Hey, how you doing? This is Adam Post, publisher of more than 1,000 comic books and marketing expert covering Disney. There is a rumor going around, it's now all over the internet, that Snow White actress Rachel Zegler, the person who said she never liked Snow White to begin with, has been fired off of Disney's live-action Snow White reboot. I am skeptical of this rumor. I saw it first a couple of days ago. Now I'm seeing it more. It's time to do a video and talk about it. We'll go through all of it and try to figure out, is this actually true or not? So far, Disney hasn't disputed it. Let's get into the story. Before we do, please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. This is the most recent rumor on the story that I found, coming from InsideTheMagic.com, which has a lot of rumors on it. You don't usually see me use this website, but occasionally they do pick a winner. Snow White actress Rachel Zegler replaced by co-worker, Disney League shows. One thing that Disney often does to promote their movies is team up with a company like McDonald's or Mattel to create toys, Barbies, or figurines of their characters. This allows the spread of the film to reach thousands of more fans, actually hundreds of thousands, if not millions of more fans. Doing these kinds of cross-promotional efforts can be great to help launch a project. If there's one film that truly needs a push, it's Disney's live-action Snow White, which is being covered in poison, so to speak, by the majority of the public. The public are not happy with what they've seen so far on the new Snow White movie. That is true. If you've been following the live-action Snow White drama as of late, you may know that many of Disney fans are not happy with the lead actress Rachel Zegler, who has shown a lot of hatred towards the original storyline of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Disney's first full-length animation feature. Nothing like that had ever really been done before. It really put the company on the map. Disney making a remake of this, even if they were going to be true to the original, would be considered controversial. But of course, what they're doing is not close to the original. Disney cast Latina actress Rachel Zegler in the role, and although her ethnicity did cause a little backlash considering Snow White's skin is meant to be as white as snow, many were happy enough with the casting choice, as Zegler had recently shared her singing skills as Maria in Steven Spielberg's West Side Story. As we now know, things are not looking so good when it comes to the film's success. The Rachel Zegler-led live-action adaptation of the beloved movie that launched Walt Disney and his animation studio to stardom has been controversial since the film announced Zegler's lead role in 2021, similar to the backlash with Halle Bailey, who also was not cast close to the original main character in The Little Mermaid. The intense backlash of the upcoming live-action adaptation of the beloved Disney classic even sparked rumors of the movie's cancellation, particularly after Zegler's strong declarations about the film and Disney's bold decision to leave little people, such as dwarves, out of the movie. They're making a movie that's going to be completely different from the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There's no reason to even name it Snow White except to destroy the place in culture that the original movie holds, which seems to be Disney's main goal. That's why with these rumors, of course it doesn't make sense for them to actually make this movie, especially with all the negative backlash they're getting. Disney already has a lot of pushback on a lot of the things they've been doing. Disney does not need a major failure upsetting their customers. They've already damaged their relationship with Disney fans really beyond repair. They should just cancel this movie and not even consider replacing this person. However, they have a different agenda. While the movie will not be released as planned, as the lead stated, it appears Disney is ready to go full steam ahead in promoting the divisive remake, as the latest leak has once again sparked conversation online. Recently, Inside the Magic shared that leaked images have surfaced from multiple sources online showcasing the upcoming Snow White doll, which is a collectible produced by Mattel. The doll is reportedly set to be released alongside Disney's upcoming remake of the classic Snow White story, in which Zegler will take on the role of the first Disney princess despite the harsh backlash, or so we thought. Most recently, the upcoming Snow White live-action film starring Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot has hit some heat. There are two main instances that cause fans to be outraged with the upcoming film. Firstly, there will be no dwarfs in the film, but 7 magical creatures instead, which deviates from the iconic story that Walt Disney created on the screen. The second comes from an interview where Zegler and Gadot said that Snow White will not have a Prince Charming and there's no one who needs to save her. At this point, fans accused Disney of creating a totally different film, which they did, and creating a pseudo-feminist film, which they did, that makes Snow White's ideals and behavior seen as wrong, creating a corrupt narrative for girls who may dream of finding their Prince Charming or behaving as more of a soft character than someone who is constantly trying to be the leader, as Zegler said Snow White will now be. With this, fans have been outraged at Disney pushing their woke agenda. This rumor follows recent reports that claim Zegler is no longer set to star in Paddington 3. The series of films starring the lovable bear has grown into one of the most successful family-friendly franchises. Well, that makes sense. At least get her out of that. Zegler has reportedly been cut from the film and will be recast as a result of the ongoing Hollywood strikes, which seem to be getting settled right about now. One TikToker claims that Zegler has been let go as Snow White, and since then, articles have gone viral running with the claim. The interesting thing, Disney nor Zegler has yet to deny these allegations. Now that is the only interesting thing about this. The fact that one person on TikTok said that Zegler was fired from Snow White is a little bit difficult to take, as that is hard evidence and you should count on Zegler being out of Snow White. This is why I was skeptical about doing this story. Now comments are flooding in about a different Disney actress who will also be starring as Snow White. Although Mattel photos of the Snow White doll did leak, so did Gal Gadot's Evil Queen doll. The Wonder Woman star is set to be alongside Zegler in the film as the apple-giving villain. Now with the backlash so strong against Zegler, Gadot is shining as the star of the film with far less controversy, even though there is video footage of her agreeing to many of Zegler's points that had her canceled by the Disney audience. Disney really should just cancel this movie and then just ignore it and not try to put out a live-action remake of their first animated film. It doesn't fit with where they want to push the culture right now. Trying to replace it to fit their updated woke progressive agendas is not going to work. It's not going to be well received, and it's going to be hard for them to win back the trust of any customers when they keep doing this, particularly with classics. If they want to do new terrible movies, do new terrible movies, but when they remake classics and try to erase the original stories and the looks of the characters, it just doesn't come off well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Always love to see your ideas. Please be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, I will miss you.